Hello and welcome to part 5 of the Particle Flocker tutorial series. In this video I'm going to talk about obstacles. Particle Flocker has the ability to add simple obstacles to a simulation. This is managed by the lowest part of the UI entitled Obstacles. In this sample I've got set up, I just have a seek target that's animating around slowly and the particles are seeking it. So I want to add an obstacle to this simulation, and I've created a simple polygon sphere. And in order to add this as an obstacle in the system, I simply select the sphere and hit the Add Obstacle button at the bottom. You can see that it gets added to the UI here. So now when I run this simulation, you'll see that the particles try to avoid the sphere. You may notice that the particles get very close to the surface of the obstacle. We can control this distance by playing around with the obstacle separation value in the Particle Flocker's global attributes. This is a distance value inside Maya, currently set to 0. If I set this to a number such as 5, you'll notice that the particles stay a lot further away from the surface of the obstacle. When dealing with obstacles in Particle Flocker, there is one important detail that you should take note of. And that is that all obstacles are actually dealt with as spheres inside of Particle Flocker. And this is actually completely regardless of what geometry you've used to create your obstacle. Because the geometry of this obstacle is actually a sphere, the particles do conform very closely to the surface of the obstacle. However, if we use something which was not a sphere, for example we had a cuboid shape such as this, Particle Flocker would actually not deal with this as a cuboid, but rather as a sphere based on the bounding box of this object, and this would actually look like this with inside Particle Flocker. By using several simple obstacles within a simulation, it's possible to get some very interesting results with very little effort. Here I've set up a simple path follow spline and also added several obstacles into the simulation. When I run it, you can see that the particles will avoid these obstacles, and you can actually channel the particles as if they're going through very small gaps. Here is another example with both a wander target and a seek target with a low weight value. When I run this simulation, you will see how the particles flock with much more randomness to their behavior and also follow the seek target. This kind of simulation is great for fish in a fish tank or in an underwater scene. That concludes this part of the Particle Flocker tutorial series. In the next video I will discuss Maya's particle instancer, which will allow you to add geometry to your particles. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.